Hey, hey, guess who's on time? That's right, 1 minute to spare. Hey, Lynn. Hello, how are you? And who else do I see here? Michael is here too. Hello, Mr. Michael. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Saying hello to Lynn. Hello, Virginia. I'm glad that you all have made it, and I'm glad I'm on time. Today we're going to start out a little bit different. I didn't plug in my headset. StreamYard always says it's better to have a headset along for being able to hear properly. So I have my handy dandy OSHA approved headset. So tell me if I sound better now that I'm connected. Thumbs up, yay, nay, good, not good. Hey, hi Tanya, how are you? Check it out, Tanya. Look what I got. I'm backing it up. Do I look like you? Far from it. I look like an Amazon and you're a teeny tiny petite lady. Go figure. You don't know what I look like from the waist down. Today I was in the kitchen making, don't judge me. I don't eat them. Don't judge me. Spritz cookies. Land O'Lakes, the original recipe of Spritz cookies. I've been making them for years. I have a warning in my house. I told the dog, I said, the new one, Squeaky, I said, you eat one of these Spritz cookies, that will be the last and only one you're going to be eating. Of course, the phone's going to ring during a cooking live demo. Yeah. Let's talk to people. Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay, let's put the other ear in my ear. Probably a telemarketer. You know, those are my specialties. I love getting those calls. But I didn't see the caller ID. Okay, I gotta show you, besides the Spritz cookies, what I made today. I batched up from the refrigerator the turkey bone broth, and I put them in individual bags. Let me show you. I have one up here. This one got a little bit too frozen, but I put them in individual bags. This one in the silicone, as opposed to glass jars or any lock and locks. It was already cold, if you will, because they're just easier to store. And I know how many ounces these are. So when I make any soup for myself or drink it after January 11th, after the fast, it's ready. It's convenient. It just goes in the deep freeze. But I slushed them. When I step downstairs, I'll show you. I know that you guys know what this technique is. I made it slushy. Well, this is kind of slushy still. Yeah, just like this. I made it just like this, slushy, so that they're nice and flat. Smash it with my hand. This is exactly what I did in the basement with the larger ones. Made them nice and flat, easy to store, and afterwards you just toss the bags. I know I'm filling the earth full of more things that won't decompose, but I'm just making my life simple. So I did this, froze all these. This one's good to go perfectly. And because we're making the Kilt's ice cream today, I've had the batch since the day before yesterday. I really wanted to ideally make it yesterday. Time got away from me. Listen, I looked at that video and I need to have more of me and an area around me as opposed to this. You don't need this. I didn't even put on mascara today. I made what I call my easy 5 oopsie cake. If you've had oopsie cake, I know you're familiar. Why do I call it easy 5? Because it really does take 5 minutes. 5 times 5 is 25. Let me explain. 5 eggs separated. 5 ounces of cream cheese go with the yolks. And then you whip that up, put that aside. I put a little pinch of salt, and I do mean a pinch of salt in there. I also use vanilla. Some people don't. I do, but I'm not adverse to spices. Separate container. I whip stiffly the egg whites. Then I take the egg whites, the egg yolk with the cream cheese, and fold it. Put it in this very well greased pan. Now, if I do it for eight eggs, 8 ounces of cream cheese, etc., I'll make it that 9 by 13. It's just the two of us. This is good. This goes along with the ice cream today. So cake and ice cream, why not? High fat, it's all good. It's super easy. Mix it. It takes all of 5 minutes. Put it in a 300-degree oven for 25 minutes. Let it cool. You can frost it with heavy whipping cream. I'm not going to. I'm going to dollop it with the Kilt's ice cream later. So that is, yes, eggs do make it richer. Oh, sure. I wouldn't even mind adding an extra yolk, but this is the original recipe that I have been making. So there we go. Put that down. So today I'm going to show you, I'm going to bring the camera up closer or down so that you can see what I'm doing. Show you how I make Kiltz's ice cream. I've got the book here. I'll keep it here if you want to screenshot it for later, but we all can find it on the internet. So simple. A pint of heavy whipping cream. I'm going to bring it closer. Hopefully this is good. Maybe I need to bring it easier for you. How's that? That looks better. A pint of the Costco heavy whipping cream. That's, I think it's 40 or 60% fat. 5 egg yolks that I temper into the cream. I add vanilla into it. And if you notice here, Dr. Kilt says, his recipe, not mine, 1 to 2 tablespoons of sugar. Optional, not required. So, in other words, this is just like Culver's custard. They use egg yolks, they temper it. They add all the other sus ingredients to the Culver's. But this is it. And Kiltsy's making it with a way bigger Cuisinart than I am, which I waited, I was going to wait till the last minute and go downstairs and get the canister, but I'll go and grab it while things are cooling down. So let me bring you closer. Or, let's see, sugar. I do mean sugar. No, not good. Not good at all. I could put you in the cabinet, but I don't think that would work very well. No. Oh, my Lanta. Well, let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. There we go. There's the stove. Let me readjust this tripod business here. I can never get this neck to go down to be able to see. Ooh, that might work. That might work. All I have to do is make sure it stays put and it doesn't flip-flop around. Difficulties. There we go. Yeah, I think it's visible. I see flame. I see pot. I see the stove. Here we go. Measuring device. And the sugar. Hey, this is Kiltz's recipe, not mine. Sugar. I've used so much sugar today, I need a shot of insulin. Okay, so Kiltzy says 1 to 2 tablespoons. So we're going to put 2 tablespoons in there. Put the flame down a little bit. I've got 2 tablespoons of sugar in there. I've got the bean paste. I'm going to use the bean paste because I'm completely out of bean pods. 16 ounces here of the heavy whipping cream. I got to tell you a story about the heavy whipping cream. I left Jack and the dogs high and dry without milk a couple days ago. And of course, they're squeaky in the background. I left them without milk. So Jack opened up the cream, the heavy whipping cream container, I think with the screwdriver. I'm not sure. I wasn't here. So, of course, I grabbed the cream, as I always do. Tanya, let me know if you do this. I grabbed the heavy whipping cream out of the refrigerator, off of the shelf. And I always do this, even with the milk, whether it's chocolate milk, heavy whipping cream, regular milk, whatever the case may be. Grab it and shake it. Guess what happened to all the cream? It flew all over the floor. Thank God for the dogs. The dogs got it. So that's my heavy whipping cream story of the week. Here's the sugar. We're putting the sugar in here. Let that melt. Do that there. I have the dishwasher going right now. That's fine. The handy dandy keto chow spoon. I've got the cream on a low flame because I'm going to be tempering in the 5 egg yolks. I think this is a pretty good shot here. I think this is good. Will do. Might have a hard time with my eggs, but I'll give it the old college try. And I know Tanya knows this rule. As we all know this rule, do not ever, ever, ever crack your eggs at the end of a bowl or anything sharp. I also am a firm believer to do one at a time because the whites don't go in. Oh, sugar. Now, Kilt says that you can't add a whole egg or the egg yolks. I've made this even before with more yolks in it. The trick always is not to get any whites, or I'm sorry, not to get any yolks in your whites. I need a whisk. Stand by. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Whoop, not the dishwasher. Here she is. The balloon whisk. I'll feel at the bottom of the pan to see if the sugar is dissolved, and it's a little bit of sugar, so she's dissolved in there. It's just fine. And again, I do one at a time because we don't want any surprises. Has it been known to happen? Yes. These are fresh eggs. Just picked them up from Quick Trip today. So these are fresh because I knew I was going to be cooking and making them. So we're going to be adding 5 yolks and whisking them in. That's one. Here comes number 2. And if push comes to shove and you're comfortable with your impeccably clean hands, you can do like I do and put the yolk right in your hand. I do that too. And then I immediately whisk it in because nobody wants scrambled eggs in their custard. I am completely going to enjoy this full fat ice cream. Remember, I only have 3 days to eat. So oopsie cake and ice cream, it is for me. That's 2 eggs. Here comes number 3. Perfect. I'll save the whites. I'll make them for the dogs. Perfect. Number 3. Whisk and whisk. I've been doing this for, like Tanya, the same thing, many years. And she's a professional chef. I'm just a home cook, was home cook / caterer, did it on the side, did it while I was going through a divorce. Hey, somebody had to support the kid and send him to school and all the mom things. Number 4. So I did that. 1 more yolk. You could use temperature. This is my temperature gauge right here. The pinky. It's just warm, just lightly warm. 1 more, which I don't want to overflow that. Maybe I will. Oops. Oh, right. Perfect. Perfect every time. Number 5. Give it a rinse. Quick rinse. Rinse and a wipe and a whisk. And there we go. And this is called tempering your eggs. Cooking the eggs. I don't mind if they're raw. That's me, but a lot of people get gaga about that. And no, I don't want that. So I'm showing you the proper way how to cook them. Some people buy pasteurized eggs too. Some people have whole milk that isn't available for humans, not fit for human consumption, but you can feed your dogs with it and kick up the heat a little bit. Because my hands are clean. Maybe that's a little too extreme. Maybe. I am looking for a new stove right now. The oven of this thing took a dive. So I have the little countertop oven, and I've had that in place ever since my back surgery. And it's just been convenient because, well, why bend over? Why get a new stove if I'm having a hard time bending over and subsequently the hip, etc., etc. So I want a new stove, easy to clean, stainless steel, nothing with a color on it, nothing like this that'll chip. I don't know if you can see that. This chipped because I dropped something from the upper shelf. So of course the ceramic, the enamel chipped. Yeah, it's warm. It's warm. I think it's almost there. It's a heavy bottom saucepan. Yeah, I think it's almost there myself. Oh, my camera's getting hot. Sorry, dropped you. Okay, so this is done. This is cooked. I need another container to get those egg whites in, but I will add a tablespoon because I like this bean paste. It's very thick bean paste. It's bean paste. I'll add about a tablespoon of it, again, off the heat. That should be enough. That is enough. It's got all the little beans from the vanilla bean in there. Just makes it look pretty, like Breyers. Remember when Breyers used to be a thing back in the day? Yeah. We used to buy it all the time as a kid. I think I told you the Neapolitan story, how I always liked the pink ice cream, because that was always the flavor that was left behind. Dad got his vanilla. Everybody liked the chocolate. I need another container. So what remained, I'll use the silicone one that I used earlier. What else remained? My mom and I, we had the strawberry. But remember, my mother's the one that took me to Tops and Weight Watchers. You know why? We were eating a lot of pink ice cream. There the egg yolks are. I will put this all in the sink. Clean that all up later. Move this back. So I'm going to show you that I stick my head in there and get this out. Pampered Chef container. I didn't burn this one up or melt this one up in the microwave. Well, yet at least. I'm leaving all the dirty dishes here. And then we just pour in to the sieve the ice cream custard. It catches whatever little, see the little, very little bits and flecks remain in the pan. Very little. Vanilla specks are there in the sieve, but this is good to go. And I can, because I do, oops. Listen, where's my garbage bag that I have downstairs? Where is it? Or garbage bowl like Rachel Ray has. I'll be back. That always drives my sister crazy, that squeaking noise. She hears it. She's like, put some WD-40 in there. So this is the same container that I used, that I had the cream in there. All I am doing is pouring it right back in the container. Couple beans came through. We're good to go. Fill up with water. Throw that in the refrigerator. And then I'm going to take out right now my cold cream batch that I made a couple days ago. I'll just do a little swap. In the interest of time. Oh, rats. I have to go downstairs and get the canister. Somebody sing a song. Hum a few bars, Michael. Dance for us, Tanya. And Lynn, you can be the orchestra, the maestro. I'm going to go downstairs and get the canister and I'll be back. Here we go. Okay, Squeaky, move over. Here's our canister. Put the blade, the plastic blade in here. Make sure this fits securely and tight. Because as I turn it on, it's going to go around and around. I don't want it to become, I want it to stay tight. So, here we go. So far, so good. I didn't shake it. This is best if you refrigerate it, in my opinion, at least 24 hours. See the rich color? The rich yellow color of the custard? That's the egg yolks. That's the richness. It's so good. And of course, a little bit of sugar that's in there will make it sweet. And the vanilla. Or vanilla paste. There we go. So it'll spin around and I'll watch it for a couple minutes. It really doesn't take that long. This one takes about 15 minutes from start, like right now, to finish. Sometimes it gets off track sometimes, so that's why I always hold it down just to be safe. Now, after it's done, I'm going to put it on top of the oopsie cake. I'm not going to have any of this, but I made, if you know who Steve, let's get to me while that's cooking. If you know who Steve is from Series Keto, he has a fabulous keto caramel sauce. It is so good. You're hard pressed not to believe that it doesn't have sugar in it, and it doesn't have sugar in it. It's so good. I made a batch of that for Jack for his Culver's custard, but I'll put the oopsie cake down on a plate, custard on top, scoop or two, and the caramel on his, and not on. Let me run the water in this guy a second. Is everybody done eating their turkey yet? Are their turkeys all done? I still have extra. The dogs are going to be eating good, but that's the dogs. They love them. And Squeaky ate her dinner today, and it took her a full minute. Whereas yesterday, I think I told you it took her 40 seconds to eat her meal. Maybe back off a little bit. Yeah, she's eating like there's no tomorrow. She eats the way I used to eat. Now, today I did have 2 meals. I had 3 eggs cooked over easy, 2 beef patties. That was my breakfast because I was really hungry from yesterday. Only eating whatever I did in front of the camera, in front of you guys. And today I had my turkey thigh and my turkey leg. No more cranberry stuff for me. I didn't have any more of my cranberry waste in there, but the cranberry jelly that I made for Jack, that's really solidified nicely. My camera is overheating. Good night, Lucille. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Let's read some comments, shall we? We have Tanya saying her favorites. Let's put your comment. on here on stage. Your favorite was peanut butter swirl or toffee ice cream. Yum. That sounds fabulous. The other comments here. Lynn says, I need to try that vanilla paste sometime. Yeah, it's good. It's got the beans and already, it's the convenience aspect of it. I buy it all the time. I prefer the vanilla bean, but this was convenient, and I believe I bought it I think I bought it at TJ Maxx. Let's see. Because it probably has the sticker on there. Yeah, TJ Maxx, I paid $7.99 for this 4 fluid ounce jar of the vanilla bean paste. It's some good stuff. It is good. Yes, we get the lake effect from Chicago. Oh, Amy's on there. Hey, Amy, I thought you were on the other live that was going on. Wow, you're dual living it. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Lynn is saying here, Lynn, I'll put this on stage. Lynn says, you always get much worse weather show up in your area, Amy. I'm in Indy. Not too bad here yet. I guess downstate in Wisconsin, southeastern Wisconsin, Jack was saying earlier, Waukesha, they were supposed to get hit pretty bad too. I'm reading the comments backwards. You're supposed to get 6 to 8 inches in Indianapolis. Yikes. Yeah, you're closer to Chicago. That's true. And Michael's is, I have to turn the camera around. Don't get dizzy, folks. That way I can read the comments better. Here we go. Lynn is saying, I'm actually making my own vanilla extract, which could be ready in January. I can't believe it's almost been a full year. Hope it's good. It is good. You know it's good. I know it's good. Oh, that was her latest comment. Lynn's comment. John says that ours is going to start in 1 hour. Not as bad as you get with the lake effect snow, but we are getting 1 to 3 inches. And we are northwestern Wisconsin, and it's light snow right now, but I haven't heard how much snow is supposed to be measurable up here at least. And I don't want to have to ask. Well, Alexa. If you know, you know. And shake everybody's computers up. Fat fingers. Oh, I can't get back. Okay, I got vanilla comment, Lynn's comment, going backwards. I should probably start from the top, shouldn't I? Yeah. Oh, look who's here. Donna's here. Donna, how was your race, Donna, today? How was your race, and how did you place on your last race? We are making Dr. Kiltz's ice cream from the Babies for Babies book. Kiltz's ice cream. Earlier in the video, I showed if people wanted a screenshot, I showed a picture of the recipe earlier. Why can't you crack them on the side of a bowl? What do you crack them on? Well, I crack them on a paper towel, crack them on a flat surface. Tanya would know that she's the chef in the house right now. If you crack them on the side of the bowl, you more often than not get the shards of eggs in when you separate the two. But that's how my mom taught me. Or maybe my grandma told me that. And Michael does one of these. I don't know. Shards of shells. Look at the chef answered. Shards of shells can break the yolk, Amy. Yes, yes. And we got Amy's report. What do you crack them on, Tanya? And they're asking her. And Amy's saying it's snowing pretty bad, and she does hers on the counter. Yep, like mine on the counter.
Throw the paper towel on there. Hi, Donna Ray. I'm Lynn. That's Lynn waving away. Always the little purple girl with the big smile. Okay, Tanya, I'll start doing that. LOL. Good snow here Tuesday. Fort Knox. Hello, Poughkeepsie. Wow. Your sister left to go home 2 days early because of the storm. Oh, and where does your sister live? I don't remember. I didn't watch your family video. I have to catch up. I have stuff to catch up on. Ours is going to start in 1 hour. Not as bad. Oh, yeah, John said that his snow was supposed to be not that bad. Let's see what the ice cream looks like for now. Okay. It's spinning around. I'll stick a spoon in there and show you the consistency. Bring you up closer here. Whoops. Turn you this way because I know that drives people insane seeing that. Your sister lives in St. Louis, about 5 hours away. Okay. Whoopsie daisy. St. Louis. Not that far from Juliet, probably. And Kelly, too. Kelly lives out there. Oh no, it's probably the consistency of a shake. The sides, the sides are starting to freeze nicely. Oh yeah, the sides are freezing really good. I just don't want to. I want to make sure that I don't lose track of the inside blades on there that are scoring the ice cream, pulling it off of the side, the ice cream, just like I'm doing right now with the spoon. This is the ice cream on the spoon from the side. Yeah, I have to try it. You know what? Mm, so good. Dr. Kiltz, I made it the way Kiltsy said. Even this batch with the sugar, too much. I think 2 tablespoons is too much for my taste buds. The spoon can stay there. Yeah, that's sweet. So for me, typically, no sugar. The cream is in itself sweet to me. This is very sweet. Very sweet. Sorry, Dr. Kiltz. I would omit the sugar. But this is the last hurrah for me. Come Tuesday, hang up the pots and pans, and the refrigerator is going to look very bare, except dog food. Center cut beef bologna, eggs, center cut bacon, and beef bologna. Yeah, this will really complement the oopsie cake nicely. Typically, I'll have the oopsie cake with thick layer of heavy whipping cream. So this will be just enough. And because it's like a soft serve, right when it gets to be, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, it'll be the soft serve state. So it'll melt right down into the cake and make the cake like those. Remember those poke cakes with the pudding that they used to have years ago? Used to be the thing with the Cool Whip on top. Nowadays, I could just gag thinking about Cool Whip. Nevertheless, all of the cream is going to melt into the cake, and it should be very tasty. Very sweet, but very tasty. Yeah, that'll be fine. Let that go for a while. I'm going to get out a knife pointed knife, a straight knife, unlike yesterday's knife that was bent at the tip. Oh yeah, nice. I can feel the resistance on the ice bowl that's happening right now with the cream freezing up against it. So it's to the consistency thicker, or I'm sorry, thinner than a Dairy Queen, but definitely thicker than eggnog. If you know, you know eggnog. This would be good to add nutmeg in there, maybe a wee bit of cinnamon, and then drink it. It's pretty doggone sweet, though. Let me tell you. God, I can't imagine Kelsey having it with the sugar. He calls it a treat for himself. There's the freeze. But he also has duck fat French fries. He makes those for himself as well. And he calls that a treat. I'll make French fries for Jack, obviously potato, but in beef tallow. And it's always on top of the stove all the time. Oh yeah. I gotta take you off of here and show you what it looks like down under. Here we go. Look at that. It's almost ready. It's the consistency probably of a soft serve McDonald's, maybe. Dairy Queen soft serve. They sell them soft serves. Definitely not the consistency of a hard scoop ice cream. But that's okay. Because after a period of time, I stick it in the refrigerator and the alcohol that's in that vanilla bean that's in there, it makes it easy to scoop. It just is. It's not hard like we talked about this a couple of days ago. Rebel ice cream, remember that? Yeah, not for me. I'd be treating myself 6 times a day. Yeah, I hear you. This will probably be for me today, Saturday, Sunday. It'll be out of the house by Monday. And it's good enough even for the dogs because everything's natural. The cake is natural. The dogs can even eat this, and it's sugar. It's not that sugar that kills dogs in there, but it's coming out very nicely. Let me go grab a container so that I can transfer the ice cream in there. Watch out, Squeaker. Watch out, Squeaker. This is kind of a small container, but it will suffice. One of these glass lock and locks for the freezer. Does it have how many quarts or how much? Lock and lock. It doesn't say how many ounces. Some of them do. No, it has code numbers here. I don't know what the code numbers are. But whatever I don't put on the plate, that'll go in there, and that'll be more than enough for me for the next 2 days. Yeah, it's a slippery slope, John, to eat these sweet things and to have them in the house, knowing that they're in the house, tiptoe downstairs in the middle of the night. Okay, I'll have a little bit of this. The cake, I'm not so excited about. This thing with the sugar and setting me off. I know Tuesday's coming, so for me, that's my end point. This is the caramel that I made the serious keto caramel. It is so. I bet Lynn's already made this before. And like I said, you don't know when you're eating this that it's so rich and luxurious with the butter that's in here. You don't realize that you're eating something that's healthy. It's that good. Ooh, it's getting nice. Getting nice. I can nuke this up, make this kind of warm-ish. 30 seconds. Take the chill off of it. Then after I'm done and I have my plate of cake and ice cream, we can go downstairs and finish talking because then the kitchen's shut down. I'm done. We're done and the dishes will stay here until after 7 o'clock. When I get back up here, clean out the dishwasher, throw these dirties in there. It's all good. Keeping the eggs out for tomorrow. Getting the plates ready for the cake. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see. What do you think? Is this four serving? Right down the middle. I have a German Shepherd down here that thinks she's getting some. Oopsie cake is so good. I love it. I'll actually make this a 6 serving as opposed to 9. Hey, it's just the two of us and the dogs. I'll show you the cross section of the cake. Look how that is. It's light and airy. It's perfect. Perfection. This is, whoops, this is the other cake. See, the crumb is very nice. It's very soft. Very, very good. Very delicious. Save that cake on the side. Get that out of the way. This is a definite spoon cake, not a fork cake. Which spoon? This is for the caramel. This is for the mouth. The mouth. What's for the ice cream, you ask? Wow. She's looking mighty fine. Here's the caramel. Not for a carnivore, that's for sure. Or more of a keto-vore, somebody that's watching their carb count. That's just 30 seconds right out of the refrigerator. It is very tasty. I don't know. I think she's done. I do. I could let it go a little longer, but I have a real scooper, so it looks fancy. I'll turn it off. Peace and quiet. The reveal. Look at the ice cream. It's so luscious. If I wasn't on camera, my tongue will be on this like nobody's business. Scooping it right up. I know what you're thinking, Tanya. I can hear you. Come on, Geri. We're all friends here. Go for it. No! There's just certain things that shouldn't be seen on camera. If you know, you know. That's the thing. Okay, now I'm going to do the ice cream honors. Scoop it from the side. Very soft. Very, very, very soft. There we go. There's the ice cream on top. One more. And the cream, I'm sorry, the caramel sauce. One scoop on there. Not for me. This is for Jack. The visual is for you. That's the visual for you to make for your keto friends with the sugar-free caramel sauce on the top. I'll be right back. Okay, now to get mine, not for me to eat, though, to pack it, then I can go downstairs and talk to you guys. And I'm going to leave the kitchen look like a bomb had gone off. Here you go, Dr. Kilts. Here's looking at you. Did I tell you guys? I don't remember if I told you yesterday. I am going to be on the Dr. Kilts 5 a.m. show on January 12th. And guess what we're going to talk about? That's right, the 40-day fast. Because people think that I won't be able to make it. Little do they know. Little do they know. I can do it. Okay, that's good. That's good, at least for the storage. I'm going to scoop mine up, put this in the refrigerator, save that for me for tomorrow. Yum! Ooh-wee. I'm running out of freezer space. Okay. Now to scoop it off. See how it stays stuck to the maker. Oh, shoot. Why is this camera doing this? There we go. I saw what you wrote, Michael. I saw what you wrote. Have you all eaten your dinners yet? This is like a hard scoop right here, the side of the canister. Super hard. Super hard. No caramel sauce for me. None whatsoever. Wow. This is hard. It's always this hard. The longer I let it sit, the harder it is. I need muscles. Good thing I went to therapy. I did not see the part of the video yesterday that I took in physical therapy. I didn't see that part. I was going to look and see if there were any patients in there. I highly doubt it. I think because my therapist had control of the camera and what was being seen. You didn't see her in there because she didn't want to be seen, which is fine. But of course, you have to be sensitive to HIPAA rules. However, this is a fitness place. And the people that were in there with me yesterday, they were all fitness folks. And they weren't patients per se. Wow. This is a workout for sure. Soft serve would have been nice. But because I'm doing this on camera, and I'm going to eat this downstairs with you guys, it'll melt just fine. It's almost like a Dippin' Dot. Oh, they're ultra freezing cold, the kind that they serve at Disney. Super cold ice cream dots. That's what this is like. Wow. Holy cow. Well, That's just going to have to sit right there until I come back up after I visit with you guys. So I'm still going to keep this on. I'm going to go downstairs with you, and then we're going to talk. Then I can read some of the comments. I'll show you the ice cream up close. There we go. That's it, up close in a nutshell. Still frozen, solid, hard as a rock. Get the spoon out of the caramel. Put that back up. Sorry about that, people. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Ooh, I still have cottage cheese and kefir to drink before Tuesday for the gut health. Okay, lights off. Let's go. Let's hit the basement. Let's hit the basement with oopsie cake and ice cream. It seems so dark, doesn't it? Leave the door open. I'm sure the dogs are going to come downstairs and visit with us later. Going one step at a time. Halfway there. Ooh, that was fun. I do like the cooking videos. I do like it, and I like spending time in the kitchen. This really didn't take long at all for prep at all. Now I'm going to turn on, whoopsie-daisy, I'm going to turn on the computer here and enter the studio. You might get some feedback, so I apologize as I enter the studio down here on the laptop. Okay, oh, there's two of me. You don't want two of me, you just want one.
I don't know how to get rid of myself. Okay, can you hear me now? Let me turn the volume up on the computer. How about now? Better? Yes? No? Is there any feedback? Yes, Lynn, thank goodness for the replays. You are correct. Okay. I am hearing myself in stereo. I think it should sound better now. I think. Okay, good. Michael says sound is good. Excellent. So this is my dessert. This is fabulous. Again, I normally have the cake with the cream, but this is the first time because I'm making this according to Kiltz's instructions per the book. Man, this is sweet ice cream. It really is. It's good. It's rich. I like it better without the sweet. So remember that as you're adjusting it. I don't know how stevia, and I'm not a chef, so I defer to Tanya now. I don't know how stevia would be in with the cream, Tanya. Would it be a stevia thing? Would you put in what sweetener would you use? Michael said, no special time to eat if I eat every 2 hours. Let me go back up to where I left off earlier. Hey, Jojo's here. Hey, Josephine, how are you, my Jojo? How are you? And she's saying hello. Oh, now we get the scoop on Donna. It was fun, cold and windy. No personal record, and I didn't place in my age group. Rats. I did run the whole thing, and I finished in an upright position with a smile on my face. Excellent. I know you could do it. I knew you could. 100%. I knew you could do it. Good for you. Excellent. You are 100 times better than I am. I can barely walk. I am not running for anything. If I'm running, it's because some devil's behind me scaring the crap out of me, but I'm not a runner. So I give you, Donna, oodles of credit. Oh, I also want to tell you that the oopsie cake does not have any sweetener in here either. I got this, the original recipe is Kelly Hogan's, and it's the 8 method. But because it's just the two of us, and of course I don't want to overeat this, I have been known to eat an entire oopsie cake 9 by 9 pan as a meal. What is it? 5 ounces of cream cheese, 5 eggs, the butter that's doing the pan. That's it. So that was my meal. Oh, with the whipped cream on top. But oopsie cake is a thing. It's good. If you haven't made it, you need to make it. Especially for a holiday. I didn't make any desserts. I did make Jack Spritz cookies for today. I don't like them. The last batch, as a matter of fact, I was setting up a couple of things for prep for this video, you guys, and I burnt the last batch so they look like gingerbread trees. Gingerbread Spritz cookies. I know there are so many lives, Donna. You are not joking. So many lives happening right now, this afternoon, in the afternoon. I'm very glad that you're all here and you're all communicating with each other. How many servings is that ice cream? Doggone it, Lynn. I don't know. I don't know. When I have it, shoot. Just me, because I don't put any sweetener in. A pint of ice cream, for me, I have 4 servings out of it as a general rule of thumb. 4. And I don't know the macros. I left the book upstairs. My apologies. Josephine said she does not have the clothes for snow. Should be able to get a few loads of washing done today. Ooh, yes. You know the dogs finished the rest of Jack's because I heard them licking his plate. He was done with his plate. Jack had the plate on the floor for the dogs to lick before I could even get down the stairs. And now Squeaky's right behind me, beneath me, waiting to eat the rest of mine. Hey, there's DS111. Hello. If I were there, I would continually be washing dishes. I would too, but I don't do it on a live. It's bad enough my lives can go so long in the kitchen, I don't clean as I go. I know Rachel Ray used to do it to an extent, right? But I don't do it on my lives in real life. Yes, I would have had the dishwasher completely empty in real life and kept filling as I was going along. But I had dishes already in there. They were cooking and going right before I did my live. So, man, is it sweet. Oh, yes. At 5 a.m., I would be taking more sleep. And thank goodness for the replay. That's true. Lynn said, haven't you done this fast for 15 years in a row? Yep, I did it. Doubtful if you're going to be there at 5 a.m. That's okay. And you just said what I said, the same thing. Thank goodness for replays. Sound is good. Okay, here we go from the chef. Allulose, about 70% as sweet as sugar. Man, I should have put allulose in here, but I did the 2 tablespoons of the sugar. Well, you guys saw what I made in the second batch. Way too sweet, but it's good. The richness is good. Look how frozen this is. You can't see because of the light. The ice cream's still frozen. I was scraping the ice cream maker as best I could. Thomas is on now too. Oh my goodness, everybody's on. And Michael, yes, he's on at 7 o'clock. I'm done at 7. I went 4 o'clock Central until 7 Central. And then we'll head over to Michael's, watch his. And then I have to watch the replay of what's going on with the international carnivore people. Juliet set that stream up with George and a lady from California, Dawn. I think she calls herself Resting Witch Base. And somebody else, I forgot who. There were a total of 5 people on screen when I was watching the hour before I went on. No worries about the ice cream macros for me. I don't track anything. Perfect. What you're eating could take me 40 minutes. I'm a slow eater. Wow, that was 2 pieces of the cake. I divvied it up into 6 pieces for the entire 9x9 cake. But again, like I've said before, I have been known to eat an entire oopsie cake myself as a meal. Breakfast. I think if I eat a whole cake like this at work, they would be clueless. They think I'm actually eating a whole entire cake. They wouldn't know that this is sugar-free. But oopsie cake is delicious. I didn't want to make it live. I just wanted to make the ice cream base to show you how it's made. But never again with sugar. And then do the batch of the ice cream. She's getting very antsy over here to eat this. Wait till you guys see her. She's patient though. Squeaky, the German Shepherd, she doesn't beg. But you'd think that this dog was starving every day. She could be a vacuum cleaner. Oh, hey, Barb. Hi, Barbara. How are you, honey? I will be watching you tonight. Thank you so much for coming on the stream. I appreciate it. Lynn says, I still have a bad habit of eating too fast from back when I had a job where I didn't have time really to get a lunch. Very bad habit. Same with me. Or I would bring food to the area where I was working, and that's a no-no for sure. Barbara, I made a oopsie cake earlier. That was cool. And on film, I made a batch heated up from scratch. The custard, the cake, the Dr. Kiltz's ice cream, high fat. He says to put 1 to 2 tablespoons of sugar. It is super sweet. So I'm just telling people no sugar. That's my opinion. But the chef in charge here, Tanya, our chef, she says allulose. So I think she's right. Okay, let's get you on the German Shepherd and show you how this dog eats. Okay. Come here, girl. Come here, Squeaky. Come on, Squeaky girl. There she goes. Look at her go. This is why I have a dishwasher, folks, because I let my dogs lick the plates. Don't you all? I think it's normal. That's good, isn't it? That's good. You're a good girl. Yeah, you pretty girl. You're a pretty girl. Did everybody buy their keto chow that went on sale Black Friday? And we'll say that. Good girl. You ate everything. That's good. I can go back upstairs. Sure enough, that's exactly where she's going. She's going back upstairs by her sister. Did everybody get a chance to go to the Keto Chow sale, the Black Friday sale? Barbara says, good. Just noticed you were live, and I am glad that you hopped on. Tanya says, Joe, I was napping, but set an alarm for 4 p.m. for Thomas. Excellent. Tanya says, hi, Barbara. Here's Michael's Adventures right there. You guys can see that. He is going to be doing a live premiere tonight, right after I'm done at 7 o'clock. And right now it's 5:10. Okay. Then I am normal just like you, Barbara, because she says the same. I allow my dogs to lick the plate and eat from the plate. LOL, they are family. The only thing they don't eat from are the pots and pans because, of course, they're hot. Why are we crying? What is with the tears? Why are we crying? What? Well, you can go upstairs and go potty if you want to. You have to go upstairs and go potty. Yeah, you must go upstairs. Go upstairs. Go by your sister. You can go. Nobody's holding you back. I'm not going to hold you by the paw. I talk to her like she's a people because she's my baby. No. Go upstairs. What? What did you say? She howls now too. Really? What else happened? What else happened, Missy? You had stuff to tell me? Go upstairs if you want to go potty. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. No. You know where the stairs are. You know where the stairs are. She's talkative today. Oh, Geri, off subject, but can you tell the story about your name? I missed it and I want to know. Ha! Okay, here goes. My name is Ger-Ann. My mother named me after St. Gerard and St. Anne, Catholic, of course. They're the patron saints of mothers that are in need of help. And my mother said, after not having kids for 10 years, my sister being 10 years older than me, she needed all the help she could get. Hence, naming me after saints. My mother said she never swore until she had me. That should not come as a surprise to you guys. Remember, I take this off now. No, I'm down here. Remember what Dustin said. For those of you that remember when he was last on, Geri's different. I said, yeah, absolutely. Sometimes I have no filter, but I like to think I do it in a kind manner, or a straightforward manner is more the truth. I tell everything as it is. I remember when my goddaughter was living with this boy, her now husband, and I just came straight out and I told him, don't think that it's going to be this way forever. They were younger kids in their early 20s. I said, don't think this is going to be forever where you're going to get the cream for free out of the cow. Aunt Geri, I can't believe you said that. I'm named after saints. Look at my halo. Go upstairs. I have to go walk her to the stairs. Apparently she can't find the stairs. I'll be back. Let's go. Let's go. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Let's go. Let's go. Go on. Yeah, go upstairs. Upstairs. Go on. Go on. Go. Go. Apparently, she doesn't know where the stairs are. She doesn't remember. Somebody has to hold her paw. Oh, I'm back. So that's my story of my name. There we go. Baby is hearing your dog bark and is barking too. Jason's here. Hey, Jason, how are you? Hiya, hiya. Cute baby. Yeah, that's her little dog. She's so cute, the little baby. Thanks, Michael. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, Lynn's saying what I was wondering. Lynn's saying that she sure did get her keto chow because you're a keto chow queen as well. Just like Cindy, you had to get on that 30% off sale. Are you as well stocked in keto chow? Because I know you do it every day. You have ice cream, everyday keto chow ice cream. But do you have as much keto chow as Cindy DeManch does now? Are we neck and neck with the competition with ice cream, with keto chow? Inquiring minds want to know. That's so funny with the dogs. We will play on our ALEXA device. I'll ask ALEXA to play barking dogs. And that's a thing. And she will play the dogs and they howl. This one picked up this howling. Well, maybe I shouldn't say picked up because I don't know her history. She just sticks her face up in the sky. Woo! Howls just like she's howling at the moon. She has been barking all day at the mere wind that's happening outside with the weather. Okay, Jason says, I have only ever owned 5 servings of keto chow, and I still have 2 of them. LOL. I have only ever owned 5 servings. Oh, just 5 servings that you've purchased from them. You haven't bought the myriad of flavors. I'm assuming that, Jason. Yeah, when I found out that they made, what is this new one? Carrot cake. I thought, ooh, delicious. But I didn't hear people saying that it tasted mildly like a carrot cake. And no one said with specificity if it tasted like the spiciness of the carrot cake, the taste of the raisins, did it have a coconut taste, any of that, if anybody's already had some before. I let my keto chow stock run down a bit, Lynn says. I was becoming a hoarder. But yes, I run a close second to Cindy. The Creaminator isn't her Avenger, darling. That fits Cindy to a T. And that green dress outfit is completely the Cindy modestness, as opposed to that hussy girl, the meat maven. If you know, you know, tramp. Ugh. It's really expensive here. Not really worth it to me. Oh, that's right, Canada. Yeah. Now, if you would come across to the border and put it in your luggage, shall we say, is that considered smuggling then? Taking it from, let's say, going to KetoCon or Hack Your Health with a suitcase full of keto products and taking that back? I don't know. I don't know. I can tell you that when we have traveled abroad and purchasing liquor coming back, you're allowed. It's been a while. It's been a while for me since I've cruised or traveled abroad. But back in the day, I think you could only bring back 2 bottles of liquor. And I brought more than that back, and I've substantiated it's okay, 2 for me, 2 for the husband, 2 for the child. Oh, that's right, the child's underage. I just counted it as 2 for the child. Jason says I can have it shipped to a border depot. It's hit or miss though. If you have to pay duties on it. Oh, yeah. That's right. DS111 says today a neighbor was walking her dog and I walked by as it was pooping. Oh, how embarrassing, I told her. She laughed. Poop happens. Listen, I'll tell you, our dogs, the dog, Ladybug, the oldest of the German Shepherds, Ladybug will look to see if we're looking at her when she's pooping. And if we're looking at her, she won't poop. We have to turn the other way. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm hideous. I'm pooping. She's just a dog. But we call her our condo German because she's like a princess. She should live in a condominium and have everybody do for her. She is our princess. Lynn says, I really love keto chow, Jason, but good grief. I can't imagine paying what you have to pay for it there. Yeah. Man, I can't imagine. Lynn, Jason says, the worst part is the shipping cost. It pretty much doubles the price. Same with salty. Wow. Wow. And it's not like you can smuggle those salt packets in your socks. You know what I mean? No, I understand. Why would people be smuggling salty? I don't know. Makes you wonder. Things that make you go, right? Yes, indeed. I used to love keto chow too, not to the extreme of you and Cindy, though, Lynn. I used to like it as a dessert and incorporate it into my whole meal. Sometimes, not a lot, if I felt like I wanted something sweet. But I did use it as a meal replacement. I'd make it at home before or the day before, put it in the freezer at home so it was kind of slushy, icy inside. And then I would drink that as my lunch and then have my normal dinner. But for me, lately, shoot, when was the last time I had keto chow? Man, it's been a long time, literally months. I have a stock of it in case somebody comes to my house, my diabetic granddaughter, for example. And keto chow does make pretty good chaffles. Yes, I've seen you. Obviously, I've seen yours, and I love your videos and your chaffle videos. I love them. I have seen Wendy do them from her keto channel. Cindy, of course, do them. We haven't gotten Lynn yet to start a YouTube channel. Come on, Lynn. We are your audience. We will watch you and be loyal viewers to you. And I know that I would probably get absolutely hooked if I had a creamy, just like how you have, Lynn. If I'd have one of those creamy makers, I would get hooked and want to eat ice cream every day. So this ice cream I made today, woo, taboo for me. But I know there's an end in sight. Tuesday's a coming. That's what I do, Geri. I never eat the keto chow as my meal. It's with my meal. I just have it as ice cream, never the shakes. Interesting. Yes. Common, Lynn. Yes. But you are a very svelte, petite lady too now, Lynn, which is good. But I do the same as you when you were working, I'm working, etc. Man, I shovel that food in so fast. It just isn't funny. Now they're talking at my job as opposed to doing, for me, I do a 20-minute lunch. It's a paid company lunch. Or if I work a 10-hour day, it could be a 20-minute lunch or 3 10s. But some of the people that work 8-hour shifts, because they're smokers, they take 2 10-minute breaks to smoke and go outside. And they smoke and they eat at the same time. As fast as they're puffing, that's as fast as they're chewing. The same thing. It's a vicious cycle. I even found myself sneaking food onto the line while I was eating keto chow, any of the keto bars, cheese, dehydrated cheese, all the things. I would sneak little cheese, real cheese cubes, little sausages, the sticks, The chomp sticks. Oh, yeah, I'm a good one for sneaking. Now, if I had one of these at work, and of course, you know, I'm not taking this to work, Tanya. This is my pride and joy. This is my baby. The apron with the 3 pockets. I'd have my cell phone, my charger in another pocket, and chomps and other stuff, cheese in the other pocket, just to eat my meal on the line, as opposed to not taking a 20-minute break. One of the perks of my job is access to unlimited bacon. Yes! Woohoo! Man, the people that take, I know Kelly Hogan was saying that she took flanken ribs to somebody's holiday party and brought that on a platter, for example. And a lot of people take bacon as a appetizer, as a food. I would do it. Now, at our job, we're given either a ham or a turkey. I got my turkey this year from Butcher Box with my order. It was free. Not a big deal. But the work one, I ordered the ham, and it's not a spiral ham. It's not a sweet ham. None of that. I cut it on my slicer. I have one of those deli slicers, but for home, it's supposed to be safe. And I'll make ham jerky out of it, but my ham is still in the freezer at work. I won't be bringing it back until next week. Won't thaw it out until maybe February, when I'll make the jerky at that time. That's really good. Me and YouTube channel, hilarious, Lynn said. I don't even have anything to talk about. Stop it. Yes, you do. You are a stitch. You are a wonderful person. Doggone it. I just looked right now. I have got to get you on as a moderator on my channel. I know I've talked about it before. I just have to set the time and go to, I think, YouTube Studio. Am I right, Jason? Michael, am I right? Making the moderators? Is that in studio, or is that right here on I doubt if it's on StreamYard. I don't think I can do it. I think I have to go onto YouTube to do that. Tanya says, I eat like an animal. Trash panda. Because you're cooking. I can easily in the catering days just shove whatever in my face, chew real fast. Yeah, I can see it. Yes, I did. I waitressed too in college. And yep, we had our little plates of stuff that was in the back of the kitchen, and we would just shove it in our faces, chew as fast as we could while we were prepping salads, etc., chew and swallow before we got to the table to deliver. And heaven forbid if you choked, you didn't want to choke on whatever you were chewing. Man, they would fire you. That wasn't even going to happen. No. That's how I feel at the start of every live stream, Lynn. LOL. I think you would be fabulous. I do, but I'm a little bit prejudiced towards especially my subs. Very prejudiced. Oh no, clouds are back, getting dark. I hope I can get the washing done. Fingers crossed. Okay, fingers crossed, get that washing done. Is your temperature lower than 86? I want to know that. Because last time we talked, it was 86 degrees. Well, we do Fahrenheit in the United States. So is it lower than that? Because it was awfully hot for you that last week, Friday, I think, at 86. Lynn says, oh, Jason, haha, you fill every minute with talk. That's true. Jason does talk on his videos. You need to do it through the YouTube live chat. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Thank you for telling me. I think I will. I know Michael likes me to set it up here on the StreamYard. I've actually, not deliberately, by accident, made a mistake where I set it up here on StreamYard. And Michael was waiting for me to open up my studio on StreamYard. And then once I got in the car, Jason, then I did the live right on YouTube. Oh, rookie mistake. So many times I'll see my mistakes afterwards and I'm going, oh, face palm, cringe. No, I can't believe I just did that. Oy vey. Oh my God, I have my Blue Ridge Cool. Yes, you do. From that one wild and crazy night. And then I did the live and I wrenched everybody. TS11. I like Geri because she is relentless. Yeah, Geri, no filter. Not sure. 30 Celsius, Josephine said. Sorry, I went out in the garage, Amy said, with the guys for a few. They are drinking beer and smoking cigars, so I had to come back in. And it's snowing outside too, nonetheless. Yeah, YouTube is pretty good at giving me things to talk about and rant about. Oh, yes, there's so many channels. Speaking of ranting, I'm going to be frank with you people. Seriously, have not been watching any news for the last probably 3 weeks. I haven't been. I know of things that are happening, but I'm not the blinders type of, oh gosh, I have to turn on Fox and watch it 24/7. I have to listen to it 24/7. Now I get the OSHA approved hearing things on and I listen to your videos on second shift especially. It makes the night just whiz right by and fly. Now, it's a problem when some of you are comedians and say something funny. If you say something, again, I can audibly see it. See, I know DS111 is a funny person. From the chat and some of the interaction that they convey, funny stuff, good stuff. Retired Rick, funny man. Lynn calls him Ricky, funny man. There's so many people that are so funny and fun and say the darndest things. Subs say the darndest things. Not kids say the darndest things. Subs say the darndest things. And I'm hearing something funny, or I'm hearing the pajama party that Juliet and Amy do together. And I'm actually audibly cracking up and have to catch myself going, oh Lord, who's around me? They're going to think I'm crazy. Nobody knows I have these OSHA hearing things. I mean, the color is appropriate. These are, if you look at them up on Amazon, for example, and you're looking for OSHA hearing, these are acceptable. This color, they're usually blue. Well, in my case, blue. Orange for safety. These are pretty beat up ones. They're safety ones. Now, this is where I turn them on or off here. My loud buttons, silent button, and that's the off button. Goes around the neck. But I can't have, say, these exposed to the supervisors because they'd be thinking, what does she have around her neck? You know what I mean? So I have to put them tucked into my shirt where those are by the bra line. Pardon me for saying that. So they're not seen, and all you see are these that are plugged in the ears. So that's all I'm doing all day, all night, is doing my work, and I'm plugged in, cracking up to all of your humor. Unless somebody like Cindy demands, she reads her chat as she goes along, and she reads, and then I'll hear the comments, I'll be cracking up. Or the humor that is from the girls at the pajama party. Oh, my Lanta. It was just too bad yesterday was still a holiday weekend. It still is a holiday weekend, really, but we didn't have a pajama party yesterday. It would have been a gas. So YouTube does give us stuff to talk about. True. What was the mistake? Amy said, ooh, I don't know. I missed that. Shoot, I have to look more at the comments. My apologies. My apologies, Amy. I don't know what I said. Mistake. QQQ. Can you switch from StreamYard to YouTube without shutting down your stream? I don't think so. And I have shut down my stream by accident. Really by accident. Or my cell phone, like it did upstairs, it got hot and it turned off. So I don't know if that I'm visually seen by you guys or not. I say no. I don't think you can. Jason answered my question. I don't think so, Amy. True. Thank you, Jason. I never tried it though, so it might be possible. Oh boy. Oh boy, look who's here. Sharon. Sharon! Sharon! In my best Ozzy Osbourne, God rest his soul, voice. Yes, indeed. Juliet's here. Juliet, you're done with your live already? Holy cats. How do I make my YouTube friend again? What? Wait a minute. Hang on a second. How do I make you my YouTube friend again? What? You should replay that part. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. I'm like my best YouTube friend and I banned her. Oh, that's right. You sure did ban Amy. And I thought that too as I heard it. I'm thinking, wait a minute, that's her YouTube bestie for sure. And here she cut her out of the live. But then Amy has many handles, so Amy came right back in the live. But I'm surprised you're here and welcome. Welcome, Juliet, to the live. How was your live? I'm going to be checking out later. Of course, you know I watched the first hour, so I'm going to have to catch that later. What channel did I ban you that you used, Amy? Oh, boy. We'll wait for Amy to hear that. Answer that. DS111 says, years ago, in the donut shop, the old Chinese woman asked her customer, a young Chinese woman, if she was having a baby. Let's get this out on the screen. If she was having a baby, as she handed her donuts. No, the young lady sighed. I'm just fat. Have I done that before? I know I've done it on 2 separate occasions. And they were relatively thin people, but they had a little bit of a pouch. It wasn't that they were fat people, but yeah. True that, and that's so funny. So it's so funny that look who's laughing. Sharon's laughing. Sharon, when are you going to start your own channel so we all can say Sharon? Juliet saying, hello, Lynn. And Juliet saying hello to DS111. It was almost 2 hours long. Wow. And you started at 3 o'clock. So you finished at 5. And right now it's 5:37. Wow. Keto Rockstars was the channel that she used, the name that she used when she got bumped out by accident. And look who's here, the feral grandma. Yesterday, another rookie mistake. I was calling her Wanda all day. W, like in Wisconsin Badgers, W. Wendy, not Wanda. Embarrassing, flushed face, total embarrassment. Not this gal. What? Why not? I think you would be superb as a YouTuber. You have a good screen personality too. I saw you on what live was it? You were on somebody's live and you had a very good screen presence, shall we say. Get this OSHA thing off of me. My live was funny at the end. I got off the live, but didn't cut the live. So the panelists stayed live and had to call me. Wow. The chat room, though, that was the best part. Okay, here's another Michael and Jason question because they're our official experts in the YouTube realm. Okay. How do you get the chat on YouTube? Now, I know how I could do it on StreamYard, for example, right now by hitting these and seeing the video. I can read the comments on the video as I go along. Here's Michael saying, in order to ban or block someone, you have to click 2 places. Perfect. When someone blames their cat, I know it's a lie. Aha. Very interesting. And I think I forgot his name. Somebody used the F word in one of my chats, and I actually thought it was a person from the outside because I open my lives to everybody. I do. And I give them the polite warning saying, please don't use the F word on here. And it was just when I was starting with this whole StreamYard thing and I was posting all the comments and what have you. But then I had to hit the block. I think I just hit the block on StreamYard, but I don't think I blocked them from YouTube proper. I think Amy was there that live. I know Cindy was there for sure because she she recalled who that individual was later than that. DS111 says the old Chinese woman and I sure had a lot when I told her what she did after the young customer left. Juliet said, Michael, it was an accident. I tried to ban a troll, I swear. I know, I heard you talk about trolls, so then I went to the cell phone to try to see what these trolls were saying, and I couldn't see it. So somebody blocked it, and there was a laugh. Oh, you had a laugh, that is. Okay, I get it. And Wendy says, I'm going from channel to channel. There's a lot going on today. True. I know Juliet started it, her live. That no. Rick of course, Rick starts every Saturday morning. It was Rick because I was on that earlier. And then I have to remind me to tell you about my coaching drama I had this morning. Oh my goodness. It was Rick, then Juliet was at 3. I started 4. Michael had a premiere live taped event. He had Traffic Watch. I watched that. I came in late to that one because I was baking. That's when I burned the cookies, Michael. And then somebody said Thomas was going live. And then I think Old Guy Carnivore, Mitch, is supposed to be going live today. So, yeah, a lot of activity. We will all be talking all day today, I guess. You know it, Juliet said. Sharon will have a channel one day. I know she will. Facts. I know. I just know it, and I believe it. Juliet, I know it. Okay, here, this one says, Juliet's lying. Then she meant to ban me, LOL. Ooh. Jason, there is no feature like that when you use the YouTube Studio or app. That's why so many people use things like StreamYard. There we go. Now we've heard from the source. Sharon says, Juliet, I was bummed. I missed it. Me too. But I'm going to catch her on the replay. My friend from Virginia called it a panic attack. Her husband just diagnosed with aggressive prostate cancer and needed to talk her through. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Oh, no. Yeah, I think you banning her is just temporary. I think you'll be able to get her back on there for sure. I believe it. Oh my gosh, Sharon, no worries. I'm sorry about your friend's husband. It's highly curable. I hope they caught it early. I do too. We will have to pray that right out. Thomas just described what might be the earliest instance of overindulgence in alcohol I ever heard of. Uh-oh. Meaning he started at 8 years old, something that way? You mean, Wendy? Just thinking about it. Juliet said the trolls ended up from Jonathan's channel, so he eventually blocked them. Got it. Sharon said, thanks. They are the two that have ignored me in the past 2 years with dietary suggestions. It's grade 5, so it's been brewing a while. Agreed, it is. Ooh. Man, and I think that's why I personally am so militant about me with the sugar. And this ice cream, this Kiltz's ice cream that I made today with these 2 tablespoons of sugar, man, I feel it on my teeth, in my mouth. I still feel the sugar, and it was real sugar. And I didn't put it in as an excuse. I did it. I followed the Kilt's recipe because I knew I was going to go live with it. And I had planned it like a holiday dessert alternative for people. But note to self, do not add sugar ever, ever again to Kiltz's ice cream. Just saying. It's way too sweet. The cream from Costco in itself, the 40% fat that they sell, sweet enough. Well, excess sugar, no, not good. Dang trolls with nothing better to do. That's right. Oh, Sharon. Oh, Sharon. Oh, Michael's got his burger. That means he's either eating a burger or he's making a burger. I will watch on replay, Michael. Ketchup list. Get it? I get it. Timeout is temporary. Ban is forever unless it's undone. And I think old guy carnivore had banned somebody, and somebody talked him through using those 3 dots on YouTube, and he got that person back again. So it can be done. I know that. I know that. Jason says, I think you can find a list of block channels in your community settings. Start there. Perfect. Okay, will do. On my PC right now. Thanks, guys, says Juliet. And Jojo says, might not everything is changing. I heard new laws are coming here on the internet. I feel like they're trying to stop bullying and freedom. My thoughts. Listen, I heard today about some toys that are attached to AI or a computer that are telling children, because these are toys, teddy bears, little AI stuffed things, telling children about where the knives are in somebody's house. And I just heard a little snippet because I was doing channels or something. I was surfing on the internet and it just hit with my fat finger, and I heard that little blurb. I'm like, what did they say? As I skimmed right past it again. So yeah, shenanigans is happening with the whole AI situation, lest we forget that. Go to his replay later. LOL, it's his story. Okay, gotcha, Wendy. I will do that, and I will do that on the catch-up list too. In the YouTube studios, Jason says, go to settings, community moderator, user management, hidden users. Look at that. A wealth of information. Jason, thank you so much. Thank you. Sharon goes, I made his twice. I had to use half and half because the heavy whipping cream is just too much for my belly. True that. I used allulose and vanilla, and I'll tell you that is exactly, I used the vanilla too in mine. I did, and Kiltz advocates for that. And Tanya was saying also to do that, to do the allulose. And I think she said that allulose is 70% sweeter than regular sugar. But that 2 tablespoons with 16 ounces of cream, never again. And when I mean never, I mean never. No. The husband liked it, I think. He banned Thomas. What? You got to be kidding. Old guy Rick? I mean, not old guy Rick. I apologize. Old guy carnivore banned Thomas? Why? Thomas is like Thomas the tank engine. You know, Thomas is a big snuggly snug muffin. I was put in a timeout. LOL. By old guy carnivore? Shut the front door. Knock it off. Wow. 2.5 years ago, when I started carnivore, I was in the throes of a hemorrhoid outbreak again. I didn't know I had stumbled into the cure by going carnivore. Facts. That is 100% the truth. Now, I think by having that little bit of sugar, I shouldn't say I think, I know if I don't spray my legs, say with magnesium spray, or take the keto chow electrolyte pills, 3 or 4, not joking. That's how serious the leg cramps can be for me after ingesting this sugar today. I know it's no wonder why I'm talking as fast as I am. It's the stupid sugar. Bad. Yes, he is a big teddy bear. 100% that Thomas sure is. There we go. Tanya said it again. 70% is sweet as sugar. So I think that would even be for me sweeter. I can just taste the sweet of the cream, Tanya, but not as much as Kilt's is with the. And I can't believe Kilt's would put sugar in that, even though Kilt says Kilt's do it as a treat, like he does his duck fat French fries. He does that as a treat. No, Ellen banned Thomas. We think it was an accident. Oh, I think probably it was. Ellen is from Wisconsin. She's from Thiensville, which is north of Milwaukee County, Ozaukee County. It's the county right above Milwaukee County is Ozaukee. That's where Ellen is. She's from my area, my side of the lake where I grew up. Juliet accidentally put me in a timeout. LOL. Sugar makes my legs fatigued. Okay. Yep. For me, they make me have spasms and my toes can do all that contorted kind of look in the middle of the night. Serious spasms. It's not good. It's not good at all. DS111 says, in the first 7 weeks, I realized they were gone and they never came back. True to that. I can attest to that one too. I'm glad I canceled the colonoscopy that was already scheduled. Today, Professor K talked about the dangers of it. Okay, colonoscopies. I've been having them because that's how my mother died. Cancer of the colon. She died that way. And I saw that the same time I got the notification while watching Juliet on the screen, the Bart K notification came up the same time. So as we were all saying, all the lives were popping up today big time. And it seemed like it was all the same time too. And mine really was by accident, because not that I was held at gunpoint, because I wasn't. I was on Barbara's live at the end. I was on with Barbara and with Wendy and Michael on my channel. And Michael just said straight out, he said, just pick a time. Just pick a time. That's fine, whatever. And I said, well, I'll do it between Central Time, of course, 4 until 7, because that's when he goes. I had zero clue about anybody. Didn't know about Juliet, didn't know about Bart K, didn't know about anything. Sharon says, I think Kiltz says things on rote. I do too. I really do. But I wonder if he truly believes some of the things he says. Yeah, like about faith, and we're our own healers, and we're our own gods, and whatever, gods with a small g. No, I'm not my own god. No, and I'm not a princess, even though my husband thinks that I'm a princess. If you know, you know. I think my German Shepherd's a princess. That's what I think. And Juliet says, I think I fixed it, Amy. I think I made you a moderator too. Ooh, well, look at that. There's a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. So it's a win-win for everybody. So let me tell you about my carnivore coaching client. Say that fast 3 times. Oh, let's talk about Michael, what he said here. Anything you hear me say or type, you can write it in stone. There you go. Michael is like Yoda. There we go with the crown. No, I'm not a princess. I'm not a queen. I'm not a goddess. I'm not my own god, etc. But here's my dilemma from this morning. Coaching client calls me on the phone. and coaching client says she has a dilemma about what she's going to do with the leftovers that were forced on her as she was leaving her grandmother's house. What should I do with the, and as she proceeds to go down the list? I'll be brief. The pumpkin pie, the stuffing, we all know what the ingredients are that she brought home from her grandma's because she didn't want to hurt her grandmother's feelings. So I didn't answer her question. I answered her question with a question. Okay, your grandmother sent you home with these things. Do you know why she did that? She proceeded with her answer. Do you remember what you felt like when you ate, enter any food, eh, subject, whatever? Oh, yeah, I remember, similar to me with my leg pains with the sugar and spasms and what. Yeah, I remember all that. So, what was started out as a huge problem? Oh my gosh, Jerry, it's 10 o'clock and I'm here with 3 bags of grocery leftovers from Thanksgiving that my grandma says I should eat. I can't let it go to waste. I talked her down off of the ceiling. She's having people over, friends of hers that eat normal, well, for them, normal, standard food, standard American diet food. She's having friends over, and she, before the party, is going to be eating and satiate herself with beef. I told her to get yourself a steak, get yourself a burger, whatever the case may be full before the party. That way the party will be there. I said, put the stuff on your plate. This is a little trick I did way back in the day when the Karen Carpenter days, if you know, you know. Put the stuff on your plate, minimal. Fork it. Take the fork around your plate. Push stuff around so it looks like you're eating, but it's so small, it's so minute. People aren't going to be paying attention to your food. They don't. They pay attention to their own food. Nobody looks at somebody else's food, let alone a person that's a heavyset person, and will criticize their food. Well, why did you eat that 1 tablespoon of potatoes? Why couldn't you finish that half of a quart of ice cream? No one ever says that. So she's going to have the people over from church on Sunday, feed them the leftovers. They're going to have a fantastic time after church. And she was talked off the ceiling. And now everything's much better. And she knows how to handle it again for next year. So, crisis averted using just common sense. Talk back to them with their question. You give a question back and forth and role play back and forth. It works 100% every time. Now remember, I only have 2 people, an older lady from church and this younger girl that I used to work with. I coach the 2 of them once a week. I charge $1 a minute. That's my coaching fee, whatever the case may be. So she knows that this call, for example, cost her $10, but she says, "Oh, this was the best $10 I spent all week." See, just using basic, real common sense. Win win. Okay, let me just get with the comments now. Bacon Runner says, Donna says, why was Thomas banned? I can't even imagine. Listen, I know that. Oh, I just saw that. You think it was accidental? Yes, we think so. Ah, yeah. Juliet put me back in the cool kids club. And Michael says, I'll take the pumpkin pie. Trash everything else. I used to like pumpkin pie too. I did. With heavy whipping cream. A lot of it too, as a matter of fact. Not sweet, just plain heavy whipping cream. Loved it. I completely agree with what you said about Kilts and his repetitive proclamations. Spot on. And that's why sometimes I will say, I'll put in quotes, Sharon, because he said something that I know perked her ears up because it perked mine up. So I'm thinking, oh boy, Sharon's thinking along the same wavelength as me. I'm going to include you in that too, DS111. I will too. Because you can tell, birds of a feather, we all know what each person is thinking after a while. It's like you have such a good friendship that once we finally do see each other, wherever we meet each other, whether it's Keto Palooza or Hack Your Health or any type of keto conference, meetup, whatever the case may be, it will be a huge homecoming. And I can't wait for that day. That will be awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. Amy, are you able to see people use your Amazon links even if it's not something on your list? Pardon me, I did several times, but there's not a way for me to see. Pardon me, I click your list and then to my cart. Okay, I'm going to save that one for Amy because we talked about it on a shoot. I think it was Barbara's live. I think. Because even me, I wanted to buy something on Black Friday. I put it in my cart, but under Amy's link, and then Amy said that there was a problem, but I'll have Amy talk about that. Come on, Amy, talk about it. Donna says, does Mitch know that Ellen banned Thomas? I didn't think that she was a moderator anymore. I don't think she is either. I don't think so. I agree also. DS111. I agree also. And Michael, he's got an emoji that I can't see. And Wendy says the only time we should be looking at someone else's dish is to make sure that they have something they actually want. Bacon Runner, DSL 111. Okay, got it. Oh my gosh, it's true. And Wendy said to Bacon Runner, I didn't see your answer. How did you do today? Had sudden Chihuahua insanity. Uh-oh. Amy said her Amazon links were messed up. Yes, that's true. Amy did mention that. I don't know if Amy wants to bring it up again on this particular live, but she did mention that. Where was that? Shoot. Was that yesterday? Michael, was that in my live that she said that? That the links were messed up and they threw her back out? Oh, here we go. I have bad news. They deactivated my Amazon account again because I wasn't doing something right. I don't get it. I ordered 3 things from you. Let me continue. They gave me a brand new one, but now I need to go update my list. They did it on Black Friday. No wonder. Yes, indeed. Yeah, and look who's here. A. Mason. Hey, A. Mason, how are you? I saw you posted a couple of comments on a couple of my postings. Good to see you tonight, or as Michael says, GTSY. At first I thought, GTSY, what's that? And Michael had to literally spell it out for me because it must have been one of those Geri After Darks. Hopefully they will be corrected in a week. Yeah, I hope so. Oh no, Sharon said, I'm working my tail off. We know you are. We know you are. Facts. What was wrong with it, Amy? Did you find out? Okay, we're going to find out. We're going to wait here and be patient. So I'm thinking, here comes Sharon. I'll make returns and reorder. It was $500 worth. Whoa. Wow. Yeah, stick to your guns there, Sharon. You go, girl. I've decided to spend my last days off getting my house decorated. Okay, you're doing your tree and all that stuff. Yep, I remember you talking about doing that yesterday, crawling under the house. And Tanya said, Amy, I went through your link to buy the red apron. The one I'm wearing. Boom. Yeah, you mean this apron? Yeah. Uh-huh. There you go. In your face, Amazon. I have no idea, they said. I wasn't posting my links. Shut the front door. You were, because that's how I ordered the three things from you. The spoons, measuring spoons. I needed an extra set. I don't know what happened to my original ones. I looked in my basement. They're not here. The pot, and then the yerba mate tea. So I ordered those three things under your link. I certainly hope that you get the credit for it. What a bunch of shenanigans. Okay, here's the story again. Donna says, I ran the entire race, Feral Grandma. I didn't get a personal record or place in my age group. It was cold and windy during the race. I finished in a vertical position with a smile on my face. Woohoo! Excellent. That's the way to do it. Congratulations. Good for you. Amy, that is terrible. I'm sorry, said A. Mason. If you already bought stuff or put it in the cart, I still get credit. Okay. Oh no, says Wendy. Amy, are you feeling better? Oh, yeah, that's right. Amy, we want to hear about your back. Wendy says, I'm happy for you. Oh, so it will catch up, Sharon says. Yes, I will still get credit. Good, 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 good. I'm glad. A little Michael, I'm still in pain. A little Michael, I'm still in pain. I'm just pushing through it. Yeah, you gotta, I don't know, how did the ice work? And this is me only, ice numbs it so that I can function, then continue on until, of course, then it gets aggravated again, and then I have to re-ice. But that's how I am for me. And Sharon's doing praise hands. Yep, yep, whoop, whoop. And Michael says 2 or 3 different meds help better that one. Okay, and we are, like I always say, this is not a health channel. I don't give medical advice, nor do any of my chatters. We're only speaking advice based upon our personal knowledge and how it affects us on a personal and individual basis. But we are not doctors, and we don't play that on YouTube. How's that? I have to keep working at walking. Shoot, I have to too. You are not kidding. I know that there's a vast difference from my hip back then, before when I was at home, to right now. So keep on doing your thing. You just got a heart from Juliet. Keep on keeping on. Do your thing. Be the Avenger, Wendy. Be the Avenger in yourself. I kept telling that to Kilts last week. He said something, it wasn't the word Avenger, and then I kept saying Avenger, and then I had to type it in caps, and then I had to put it like I say Sharon with the parentheses, Avenger. He kept calling it something else. Cape Crusader, that's it. Cape Crusader. I said Avenger. Amy's Avengers. It kind of rolls off your tongue. Amy's Avengers. So good. I have to hear that playlist, Amy. I saw it. I put your Meat Maven that you did on my playlist, to be able to scroll my humongous playlist. Okay. Thumbs up. Excellent. Excellent. Tomorrow is Sunday, and then we're back to work on Monday. They're forecasting for us up in northwestern Wisconsin some snow. So I'm thinking, the baby that I am, maybe I'll do internet TV tomorrow and not go to church, not drive to Eau Claire. Avatars. Yes, he kept saying avatars. See, thank you, Sharon. You're so helpful. Avatars and not Avengers. Come on, Kilts. That brain is full of doctor stuff. I know that, but move it aside. Amy's Avengers. I can still take a step and end up with my right foot 4 or 5 inches left of my left foot. And Donna saying, thank you to Wendy. Thank you very much. Speaking of Wendy, I know the majority of us here, majority are carnivore people. But has anybody ever followed Wendy of Wendy and Harry fame? Well, her keto journey and her latest diagnosis. So sad. I was yelling at the screen. You and me both. I was too. Come on, Kilts. Say it. Amy's Avengers. Avatars. Silly, silly rabbit tricks are for kids, Kilts. Come on. Kilts in person. I don't know how many of you there in this chat right now. Kilts in person is the same person that you see on the little baby screen of yours. He is a super hyper kind of dude. Just always flying. You wonder sometimes, is this guy on speed or something? That's how he is naturally. He's on a total natural high here. DS111 says, what are you doing here, Geri? Is better than yakking on the phone all day like some women used to do back in the day. Well, yes, I remember that. I even brought that up in I didn't even remember, maybe one of my lives, when that cord, that windy cord, I think the one that looks like this. Oh, and of course I have a clear one. It's that windy one. If you can see what my cord looks like, everybody throws them in their hair now. That cord would stretch from my parents' kitchen all the way to our bedroom. And then they came up with even longer extension cords. I will buy the first 30 out of my own money, out of my own paycheck, Mom and Dad. I'll buy an extension so I could take that. And then, of course, I had to get my own line when I upgraded to the upstairs bedroom once my sister moved out of the house. My own phone line. Ha! I was living in high cotton back there. Yes, indeed. The old telephone and the rotary phone, nevertheless. We had a telephone number when we were in Milwaukee, and there still is such a phone number. This number still exists. Like my cell phone is area 414. That's a Milwaukee, Wisconsin area code. It was 414 WE6 1212 weather. WE6 1212. And if you call that today, you will still get the weather for Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And then they have, if you want to call and check out what time it is, it was T414 area code, TI as in time, TI 41414. Let's do it now. Let's do it. I don't know if it'll show up because I'm in my basement. So I want you to hear this. 1414 W weather WE6 1212. Hit go. Speaker.
Today is Saturday, November 29th. This is Milwaukee Weather Now. We want to thank you for calling our time and temperature service and to make a request. Please tell your friends and family about us. We want to provide this service to as many people as we can. The current time, 6:14 p.m., and the temperature, 32 degrees. The forecast for this evening, there is a winter storm warning in effect. Cloudy and breezy with heavy snow showers possible, with the temperature around 31 degrees. Overnight, cloud-filled skies with some breeze, with snow likely, with the temperature 29 degrees. And then tomorrow, scattered cloudiness and breezy. There is a slight chance of very light snow. Temperatures around 28 degrees. More weather information coming up.
Instant weather is just a phone call away.
There you go.
The current
There you go. That is Milwaukee. It's been that way ever since I was a little girl, calling the weather and calling the time in Milwaukee. What a trip. What a trip. Okay, everybody's saying hello. I'm just catching up on the chat. And Michael's asking me, are you doing Geri After Dark tonight? I don't think so, Michael, only because I'm doing this video right now, these 3 hours, which is considerably shorter. So to answer your question, no, sir, I'm not. Sharon says, my neighbor is a 50-year-old man who smokes like a chimney and sits on his step and smokes on the phone every single time. Not just women. And yep, I used to get in trouble for stretching the cord. Ain't that the truth? Seriously. Bring that phone. Why can't you talk in the kitchen? Who's that? Is that a boy on the phone? Oh boy. Sometimes when I listen to Kilts, DS111 says, I wonder how in the heck did this guy get rich? For reals. When I saw him at Carrie's Theater in Wisconsin this past summer at Carrie's meetup, he was by himself. He wasn't with his spouse, I think. But he told a story about how he was unfaithful, I guess, to his daughter's mother, maybe the first Mrs. Kiltz. And that, again, that's his story that he told about that. So I don't know if he's married to this lady or not, but I understand that she goes with him to a lot of meetups, but she wasn't in Wisconsin. Awesome, says A. Mason. Wendy goes, it's dark here and I should eat something. Yeah, yes, you should. Really? True, that, says Sharon. I remember calling time and weather. See, you did it too. Hey, Mason, do you live in Wisconsin? Are you a Wisconsinite? Are you? This should be interesting. Inquiring minds want to know. DS, there's lots of people who want fertility help. There you go. And I'm sure that's a big, but he's got his own plane, doesn't he? I mean, I know that he flies, and I know he has a lot of properties. He has a place in Florida. I think he has a place in California, because that's where he's from. And the East Coast, I can't remember where on the East Coast, but yeah, dude's loaded for sure. Oh, you're from Georgia. So in Georgia, they must have it all over the place. But I remember to this day, I remember my phone number when I was a little girl, 647-9613. I still remember that to this day. I've never called it. Why would I call it? But I remember that. Do you remember those bands? Now, I'm old. I'm 64 years old. It had, at least on my band, and I probably have to bring it up, except I don't want to show it on camera because, if you can believe this, it has the social security number, your social security number on the band. It has your parents' names, it has your phone number, your address, and your social security number on this band. And I carried it because, well, I had a diagnosis. I couldn't walk for 6 months. So I had to have this around, according to my mother, in case I was ever abducted. And then now I'm thinking, and they didn't have wire cutters back then. They could have snipped that stuff right off. I mean, I'd show it, but again, it has my social on it. Did you guys have such a thing like that? It was like a life alert, but it was a metal like a dog tag, but for our wrists. That's what I called it. It was like a dog tag. I think he secretly married her recently since the viewers were commenting on his wedding band. Nothing ever said. Inquiring minds want to know. Whoa, I want to know. I want to know. No, I didn't see or hear of those. Oh my goodness. Yep. I found it in an old memory box of stuff. Your parents always send you home with your art that you drew back in the day. I have a picture of my own parents. I talked about this on my live yesterday a little bit. I have a picture of my mother with her now deceased twin brother when he was a little boy. He was 3 years old when he passed away, and she was a twin to him. And man, she was the blonde hair, blue-eyed girl, and he looked just like a little Italian Jew. I'm not being derogatory, because if you know, you know. If you know my family, you know. One extreme to the next on this picture. Someday I'll bring that out. I have it. It's something that I'm still holding on to. I'm holding, and I want to be able to pass it on to my goddaughter, who has a daughter, but I'm always afraid to give it away because I don't want them to break it, or I want them to be able to treasure it. And I don't know if they can. I'm sure they can. The girl's 30 years old. Grow up. Remember, she's the one that I talked to, the boyfriend, saying milk and the cream for free. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Wendy says, when we moved to Wyoming, my little sister was very little, and the local library had a dial a storyline. Wow, so that's cool. It was always a short story, but to a 4-year-old, that's special. That is cool. I like that idea. Nice. That is a nice idea. That's fabulous. The things that they thought of back in the day. Who would dial a phone to find out the time? You just check your watch, right? You think, look at the clock. Don't look at the clock in my car. It's always 10 minutes fast because I don't ever want to get to my destination late. So subconsciously I'll look at the clock and I'll go, okay, it's 6:30. I know it's 6:20, but 6:30, just seeing that, sometimes I go, oh, I'm late. Yeah, I'm one of those that set the clock that way. We had a dial a Bible verse. Whoa, I like that. Now, that's from Georgia. Okay, see, that makes sense. The Bible Belt. Yeah, dial a verse. Yeah, I actually knew what you meant. Yep, that is cool, and more cool. I like it. Is everybody completely done with their turkey, and have they taken their carcass and turned it into soup yet? Or in my case, mine are envelopes full of frozen zip bags, frozen flat soups or stocks, turkey stock. Turkey stock is so rich. It's so good. It's like chicken, but better, I think, richer. And it seems more opaque than it does the chicken. And well, at least to me. And I think I added the right amount of salt. I'm one of those people, like probably Tanya is the same way, our resident chat chef. I'll put it in my hand and I'll measure it. Oh, okay, that looks good. Throw it in the pot. Pardon me. Throw it in the pot. That looks good. And it actually was perfect. The splash of the apple cider vinegar was just the right amount this time. The bones, on the other hand, those little bones, if you were watching me making dog food yesterday, those little bones that looked like they could be toothpicks. So thin. Okay, Lynn's saying the same thing. Oh, I remember the dial a Bible verse 2. I had forgotten about that. That is cool. Now, Lynn, are you also from Georgia as well? He's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. That's the only thing I think about when I hear Georgia, Georgia on my mind. I hear that song too. Or the Beatles song. They mentioned Georgia, but that's not the United States. Georgia. Oh, yes. Indiana. Duh. No, this way. Is this loser? Is this the right L? Loser. Forgetful. F. Forgetful. And look who's here. It's the Dustin, the beard. Hey. Dustin says, freezing meats is wonderful. Absolutely. They come in handy. I enjoy you preparing and feeding your babies yesterday. Yeah, they don't grumble about turkey. Eating turkey 3 days in a row. Shoot, it'll be more like 5 days in a row. But Jack is not one for leftovers. No. Me, I used to love Miracle Whip sandwiches with turkey and salt and pepper. Now, Miracle Whip. Oh, no. DS111 says, I had bought underwear for my daughter a few times from Costco, but that stuff is not 100% cotton. Does it really matter? I don't know. I know for some people, they could become irritated with sweating, etc. if it's not cotton, for example. Is depends, though, 100% cotton? I want to know. Asking for a friend. Dustin, you came in at the wrong time, right, buddy? Yeah, I know you're thinking, oh, man. Geri, no filter Geri. She's at it again. I always put my broth or stock in mason jars. I used to do the same thing too. I did. If something needs a quart of broth added, that's 1 jar. True, until last year when I broke 2, not 1, but 2 in my freezer. And I filled them so that they could have an increase for freezing, a gap of 1 inch. What had happened was in the freezer, moving things around, frozen meats, hitting them up against glass jars, shatter. So ever since then, I said, no. So normally I would make additional pucks for the broth, smaller pucks, probably 2 ounces in a muffin, silicone muffin tin, if you will, and freeze them, except I'm running out of space, flat space in my freezer. My freezer has all lumpy stuff in it, so I can't do anything flat. I had a heck of a time trying to make my flat bags, so I slushied them till they were slushy enough. If you saw the earlier part of my video, you would have caught that. Till it was slushy enough that I could form it into a, for lack of a better word, frozen brick, slushy brick. And put it back in the freezer, and that will freeze just like a little brick, which will equate, because I measured it, it will equate to 22 ounces, not quite a full jar, mason jar, but it'll serve its purpose, just like what you were saying. How far are you from Milwaukee, Geri? I am 300 plus miles. So for us to go from here, northwestern Wisconsin, to Milwaukee, 3.5 on a busy day, I would say 3.5 hours, Dustin. But that wouldn't stop me from doing a meetup if that's what you wanted, because I think that was your intention. You were talking about it. I remember seeing it in a couple of lives that I remember Lynn saying, hey to you, and you're saying, hey to Lynn. And of course, Tanya is going, the beard, Jason. Hey, Dustin. Hi, Dustin, said Wendy. It really does. Who needs filter? Who needs filters when you have me? I have no filter. I say it as I say it. I say it as I see it. I see it. I say it. I tell the truth. What filter? LOL, Dustin. Depends are like disposable diapers. Need moisture barrier. Facts. I know what you speak of. I know. Dustin, we like it real, like you do. Thank God. True that. If only I could bring y'all on an unedited, truly unfiltered journey through my mind. One can imagine. Just saying, I can imagine. I don't even know if I'd be ready to see what's in there. Ha ha. Ha ha. When I'm in Milwaukee, I'm in the New Berlin area. Okay, so when we lived in Franklin, we lived literally a stone's throw away from New Berlin. There's Ricky. Yo, Ricky. Hello, all. Glad you popped on with us, Rick. Welcome, welcome. Dustin, it's so funny to watch you hold things in. Censor yourself. Yeah, censor yourself, Dustin. Come on. For reals. Hi, Ricky. Finally. LOL. We were wondering where you were. Hi, Rick, says Jason. I'm all caught up again. Dang. Dustin, take a lesson from this old bag. You can catch up on the chat and still be timely. I'm all caught up. The pro in the red apron. Ace is the place? No, it's not. Tanya's place right here. My lovely gift from Tanya. I'm going to say this every time I'm wearing this. Every time I'm wearing this. Don't judge me, Geri. I love it. I love it. Come on. I'm ready for it tomorrow. I am ready. Bring it, buddy. I love it. It's so much fun. I'll take as long as I take. Ha ha. I am's what I am's. And Ricky says, hi, Lynn. Sorry I'm late. I am so popular. I'm spread thin. Hey, twin. The issue is when I catch up with the chat, it's time to end the live. Okay. Now, I hope I can wake up in time. Today I slept in a little bit later when I had my client drama pop up and then I watched Rick. But I'll probably have to set the alarm to watch you in a timely manner. 6:30, right? Rick is saying hello to Jason. And Wendy says the turkey is going in the pot now. So there we go. There's somebody making the turkey bone broth right now. Hi, Michael. You got that right, Ricky. You dumb man. So cute. So cute. At first, I remember the first time when Lynn would say Ricky or whatever, and I didn't. It's like, who's Ricky? Who's she talking to? Oh, Rick, Sunnybrook. Yeah, okay. Got it. Twinbrook Acres. Gotcha. Illinois boy. See, I know the states. Some states, if you know, you know. I had screwed up twice on Lynn today. Forgot that she was in Indiana. She had to tell me not once, but twice about Indiana. Alzheimer's, I forgot. Yes, indeed. Yes, 7:30 Eastern time, so 6:30 for you. I had made that mistake today, not once, but twice again. Looking at the chats and people saying that they have a live, like Juliet, she said she had a live at 4 o'clock. So I scheduled my live for 4 until 7. But then I was getting my setup ready to set up this live, and it was 3. And I saw that they were going to go live, and I was just finished texting her and saying, I'm sorry I'm going to miss you. I'm going live at 4, same time as you. And then George says, good luck on your live. And then they were done at 5:30. Juliet came on. I can't really get a lot of the original Kilt's class of 2025 members to come onto my lives? I don't know. You think it's something I said, Dustin? What do you think? You think it's me? It's probably me. Isn't that a song? A Taylor Swift song? Is it me? It's me, you guys know the lyrics. Tanya would know the lyrics because she's a young lady that listens to the hip and trendy music. Well, Amy would know too. Amy knows all the lyrics. Sorry, I went off for a bit. My kitty cat is not doing well. Ooh, sad face. The vet doesn't think he will make it much longer. Oh no, how old is said kitty cat? Oh no, Juliet, I'm so sorry, says Lynn, because you know Lynn's our cat lady too. Her and Bun Bun. Sorry to hear it, Juliet Edens, says Ricky. Oh, I'm so sorry. He is 16. Our 18-year-old passed away just last month. Yikes. Yikes. Did any of them give you reasons why? Or did they just blow you off? Well, no, it's not really. Nobody technically blew me off, but I see the George and the Lewis. And I mean, Sharon's on from the Kilts class. Of course, Amy's on. She's part of the new Kilts class. And Juliet's on. But Amy with type 1 diabetes, AIMEE, she doesn't come on any of my live. No, nobody ever gave me any reasons. And you know me, I kind of sort of don't care. But I see them on other people's lives. So I don't think I'm as animated or as fun maybe as other people. I only remember, look at this now. I only have 17 people watching my lives. And when Rick was on today, he had, I don't know, something like 60 people. But Rick has got a good shtick going on. Rick has got, you too, Dustin. You have a good YouTube presence. I'm an old woman without a niche. I really don't have a niche. I just get up and talk. If I feel like doing a recipe on something, I'll do it on something, or I get up and talk about something. But a woman without a niche on YouTube, I don't think is a very good thing. I don't know. Tanya says, I'd like to learn the names. Me too. States and birthdays in case there is ever a trivia quiz game. Ooh, I'm glad you said that, Tanya. Let me finish this chat. Let me catch up with the chat. And we got to talk about that next. So hang on. Okay, Lynn says, that's funny. You remember my cat's name. Yeah, no, I did. I may not remember other things, and I have to ask your state twice, but I know Bud Bud. I'm good with animals, very good with animals. Sad but true. Some people only go on lives to grow, so if they think they can gain from coming on, they will. And I want to be able to grow my channel. I do want to be able to monetize it to a certain extent. I also know full 100% that I'm not going to be a millionaire, and nobody is going to be a Dr. Barry that just graduated from the Kilts class. I get it. But when you see people like, sugar, oh, crud. Of course, I can't think of it now. I'll bring it up tomorrow in your live, Dustin. AS something or other. The guy that came up and did the pickle juice with the Pepsi. I guess it was a thing at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Well, his videos, I'll think of it by tomorrow morning. I'll bring it up in your live, Dustin. He comes up and his one video goes crazy viral, and he makes something astronomical like $875,000 with this one viral video. And I'm thinking, what am I doing wrong here? I don't have a niche. And then I look at him, he's got kind of sort of a niche. He does videos that are in sparse dark rooms. He wears a hood. His rooms are dark. He talks kind of like a squeaky voice. I'll bring it up tomorrow. Doggone it. I hate when I can't think about things like that. Got to remember that whole party thing with Tanya. Got to remember that part. But Juliet said, thank you guys. We're dealing okay. Just loving him. But I hate we will have to make the decision soon. He's getting a bit weaker. It's part of life. I've been there myself with we called Mr. Hitty. Yeah. He was 21, died of cancer. I think there is 6 inches out there. Just had to go out and film. We're seeing a video coming up soon. Geri is going to have a quiz game. You know it. That's exactly what I plan on doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm finishing the chat here. Lynn, your cat's name is Bug. No, Bun. Like hamburger bun. Bun. Amy, how many Avengers are you up to? Like 17, I think. Collect them all. Oh, she's so funny. I love you. Tanya. You're so funny. OMG, I had power. OMG, so glad I knew what Amy was talking about. LOLs. That's our JoJo. Ricky, no, his name is Bun. I do want to grow my reach because growth brightens my light to draw more people in. The more people who find us, the more people we can help. True that. Truth. It just depends now. I remember when I was keto just turned over into the carnivore way of eating and noticed that a lot of carnivores were, I hate to say this, snobby and standoffish towards us keto people. Oh, we're not going to talk to you. You eat vegetables. You eat that. No, we don't want you. No, puke. Get away from me. You smell. Kind of mentality. Oh, stop it. Knock it off. But that's when I tried with Carrie's daughter. I did a challenge. Went across the aisle because I know she does the fun things. She's a young girl. I thought she would take light of it, but she blew me off too. Just let's both do a shot, I thought, of the Dr. Berry's minerals, the Keto Chow minerals. We'll do a shot together, like do simultaneous videos. It wasn't making me look, comparing the two of us, none of that stuff. But they didn't take the bait. They didn't want to do it. They did not. No, get away from me, you former vegetable lover. You get away from me. That's how I was treated. But that's my opinion. I'm never going to make millions, but a few hundred a month would be nice. Facts. I'm going to be a health coach to make money. There you go. That's the truth. True that. That lady Dawn on today's live built up to 5,000 subs. One video happened to go viral, and in just over 2 weeks, she's up to 18,000 subs now. Not that we care, but did she talk money about money during this video, or do I have to watch the thing to find out? I don't know. I'm just cutting to the chase. I'm still going to watch your video. I have an hour to watch, hour and a half maybe to watch of it from after I had to leave at 4 to do mine. But when I think about that man that did the pickle Pepsi drink, and he made a lot of money over that stupid drink, I'm thinking, if he can do it, we can do it. You know what I mean? I know. Oh, that's funny, Rick. Bun. Focus on helping others is the way to grow. Ting! You got that right. 100%, Jason, says JoJo. Jason, I couldn't agree more, said Juliet. DS111. This is like a very prolonged phone call with a dear aunt. Auntie Geri. Oh, come, children, come and visit Auntie Geri. Please come and visit. Geri, your niche is Slice of Life. Your long live stream showed what your days look like. Yeah, they do. I have to learn to back away from the camera though, where you get to see more of the house, more of a not less of me right up in your grill, as the kids are saying. Probably in 1999, right, Dustin? Because Dustin always checks me on my kids' lingo. I'm thinking I'm hip and trendy, and Dustin's like, "Whoa, old woman, that was so 1999." I know it. I know it. Yes, F grandma. F grandma. Oh, I could take that many ways. You have 100,000 subs and still not have fans. It doesn't really mean much. True. I have 1,600, almost 1,700 people, but I don't engage with all of the 1,000, almost 700 people. I don't. I have my usual core carnivore keto friends, and I consider all of you all friends. And I would have, just like Jason said, I'd rather have 1,000 true fans than 100,000 numbers. True, Jason. She said her channel has a lot of trolls. Well, that's disgusting. That's despicable. Too bad. I think she's a darling little lady. I've seen her a couple of times. The Resting Witch Face, that's her channel. Lynn goes with some of these super popular influencers, and their videos seem like it's a matter of being in the right place at the right time. It just happens. Oh, if all of you could be so lucky. Yeah, for real. For real. DS, I've made that phone call. She's gone now. Oh, I used to have one of those aunts. Yes, I did. Oh, I should have said feral grandma, not F grandma. Okay, now there we go. Now that makes sense. I was thinking F grandma. Word. That's so 1999, Dustin says. Again. Haha, Geri. I took that F grandma the wrong way at first, too. I think we're the same age, Ricky. I do. Then we got, LOL, Juliet. Chandra called. She's off of work. I talk on her on her drive home. Okay. On her drive home. All right, I get it. Or Wendy. Yeah. Yes, or Wanda. Oh, I can't believe it. I was even, when I turned that on today and I heard me talking to you and calling you Wanda, WL, loser. Juliet Edens, I was wondering, what did Grandma do to you? Yeah, Wendy, would it be more polite of me? There we go. I get you. So true, Lynn. There is a lot of luck in YouTube. And Jason, I believe too, it's a lot on YouTube. If they like you, whoever they are over there and pulling the right strings, if they like you, and they want you to succeed. And they will push your videos or your shorts because I did this. If you saw one of my shorts, it was so stupid. It was something that I saw on my niece's channel, and it's something where the camera, I don't even know what it's called. I'm sure there's a name for it. Dustin knows what the name is for. It's something where it's a picture of you, but the camera distorts you, similar to how the camera made people look like babies. Everybody was doing that trend for a while. So this camera distorted me, and it made me look like a fat alien. It made me look like I was really fat, and I was in bed, in a halter top kind of pajama thingy, but I was in bed when I saw this thing from my niece. So I did it thinking I was just sending it to the niece back to her. Instead, I put it on my channel and it's still there. And it has something crazy like 2.7 people that gave me a like. What in the heck? And then one of the keto carnivore people got on there and said something like, very disturbing. Okay. Yeah, so I screwed up. And instead of sending it to the niece, I sent it out to the people. Okay, so back to the Tanya question. I'm doing the 12 days of Christmas, and I'm doing it for 12 days. And everybody that comments on my video, gets into the drawing, meaning if Lynn, for example, makes 3 comments, she's going to have her name going in there as being a commenter for that day. 12 days of Christmas. On the 12th day of Christmas, there will be the opening of the gifts. You're not going to open up the gifts. I will. I'm going to have all of the gifts numbered 1 through 12. And you're going to pick it as on the 12th day, you will be picked by me. And then I'm going to say, because we're going to have a live, so you must be present to enter this particular live. This is not I will see what happens on the replay. No, you must be present to win. So on the 12th day, you will pick one of the 12 gifts and you will say, okay, Geri, I picked box number 6. So it's already gift wrapped, box number 6. I will unwrap it and reveal the gift. At that point, you will decide, do you want to keep it? Or do you want to move on to the next person and have them take it away from you or them pick a different box? So, for example, not saying this is one of them, I'm just saying for example, there might be a tin of anchovies in one of the, it'll be a big box. It'll be a huge box. Maybe it'll be a little tin of anchovies in that big box. I'm going to open it up. Let's say, for example, Juliet gets it. She may say, oh, that's stupid. I don't want it. I want Dustin's gift. So she'll take Dustin's gift, and Dustin is stuck with the anchovies, so on and so on and so on. You get it? Capiche? That's going to be the 12 days of Christmas from me to you. But you have to be present to win. You have to enter every day by making a comment. Have your name present. You can only enter 1 time per video. That means if I do 3 videos that day, you have 3 entries. Do we all understand the rules? Yes or no? Let me know. I just saw a comment. I have to crack up, but I have to go back here. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Wendy, Juliet, what did Grandma do to you? More polite. Luck in YouTube. Here we go. Feral Grandma. Jonathan calls me TFG or just Gran in emails. And then a little heart for Wendy. Hi. Look who's back here. We got Squeaky back here. Say hi, Squeaky. Say hi, Squeaky. Don't push me. Say hi, Squeaky. There's a little Squeaky shot. You're not impressed. You don't care, do you? I have to read the computer now, Squeaky. Be patient. Be patient, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Shorts are a whole other animal. Ain't that the truth? Great idea, Geri, says Juliet. Sometimes something stupid gets the views. When I first started making shorts, I got some insane views just grilling some hot dogs. isn't that something? I made what I thought was carnivore chili, well, it really was, with some hot dogs. Again, 16,000 views. I'm thinking, what? This is a picture of some chili with some all beef hot dogs. And it was in red sauce. So it wasn't completely, as we know, 100% carnivore. Oh, that'll be something fun to do, Jerry. I knew you'd say that, Lynn, and I know you're going to participate because you always participate in all of my contests. This is what I was laughing at earlier. Will there be a kitty cat in one of those boxes? Maybe not a live one. Just saying. I don't know. Could be a German Shepherd, but these dogs are fixed, so you won't get one of my babies. LOL. Is there a sticker? Is there a sticker? Uh-oh. My computer just made a noise at me, and I don't know what it meant. LOL. I want Dustin's gift. If it's a kitty cat, fun. It's going to be fun. And it'll be fun. Got it. Yes, excellent. A. Mason said, Juliet, do you love or dislike cats? And you know she loves them. She's got 47 million hearts and kitties around there. Yay. I have to sit up a little more erect. I understand, A. Mason says. And Feral Grandma says, hey, I would take good quality anchovies. Listen, I love an anchovy too. Present to win. Got it. Absolutely. The big gift day. You got to be present, especially because, well, if I pick your name, you want to be able to get the gift. Some of the gifts are kind of cool. Some are practical. Some maybe not so much. Somebody may not like them. Somebody might like a gift card. I know full well I cannot give you a gift card to a person other than Ellen that lives in Thiensville, Wisconsin. A gift card to somebody from Quick Trip in Wisconsin. That doesn't make sense. But I can give a gift card to, I don't know, Red Lobster, because they're all over the place so far, I think. How wonderful, Juliet. Me too. Mason, yes. Lynn, LOL. Hello, Jojo. Gang's all here, says A. Mason. Just Jason Keto. I have my 24-day holiday video series ready to start on Monday morning. Lots of content to watch in December. It surely will be. Again, mine's just 12 days. I have just 12 gifts. And you've got 24-day holiday video extravaganza. Wonderful. Hi, Jojo, says Feral Grandma. Well, I'll leave this running, Michael says. I was just going to say that. I said, well, it's getting time for me to say goodbye, but it doesn't mean that I won't be seen by all of you later. If you're going to go to Old Guy Carnivore, you know I'll probably be there. I'll probably be at Grandma's chat later tonight, Crochet Grandma. I'll be there. I'm definitely going at 7 o'clock to Michael's Adventures. He included the link in there. His channel name is called Michael's Adventures, and his live premiere happens at 7 o'clock. So that's why he's leaving me running for right now, because my live ends at 7. So I think that's it for me. I'll leave this running. That's his comment. And Jojo said, I've been here and running around with the washing. LOL. Sun, clouds, sun, rain, clouds, sun. LOL. It's so dark. So I fung the towels. I know you meant hung. I'm thinking Jason Fung. If you know, you know. Those of you that know Jason Fung, I'm going to use that. I fung my towels too. I wish I could actually. I'm not making fun of you, Jojo, but I live by the lake in the middle of a forest, windy, on a sandy kind of soil because of the water, the beach, etc., etc. My clothes would be filthy dirty in 5 minutes with all of the blowing. So I would love to be able to hang my clothes out. Dr. Fung is how I came to know about the ketogenic way of eating and fasting. So I was giggling about you hung the towels when you put Fung. If you know, you know. If you're keto, you know who Fung is. Never ate them straight up, but pure magic in recipes, absolutely. And I used to put it in the Chex Mix, smash them up in Chex Mix. Oh, it was so good back in the day. A. Mason, thank you, Geri. I enjoyed you, and I enjoyed you all being here too. Thank you so much for that comment, A. Mason. Jason says, maybe not an extravaganza, LOL. It was a fun project, though. I bet it was. Thanks, Geri, says Tanya. Tanya, girl, I thank you. Thank you very much. OMG, heavy rain. She's glad she brought her towels in. Absolutely good for you. It rained here, but the Chihuahua slept right through it. Wow, yikes. LOL, biggest smile. I'm glad most understand what I mean. LOL. I know what you meant. We've all been around each other long enough to know what we mean. So again, this evening, I bid you all adieu, at least for right now. Thanks for coming on to my video. Anchovies will be making an appearance in the chaffle soon. Ooh, wasn't I the one that brought it up? I think I brought that up too, Jason. Excellent. Stay on with all these people here, Michael's saying. Stay on? Do you guys want me to stay on? Ricky's saying goodbye. I can't wait, Jason. At 7 o'clock, I want to see your show right now, Michael. I'd like to be able to stay on. Everybody's saying good night. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you, Jason. Thank you all for coming along. I appreciate it. I will see you all in later chats later. If you can, step over, walk right over to Michael's Adventures in his premiere right now. That's where I'm going. Old Guy Carnivore later, and the Lord only knows where I'll be after that, but you know I'll be around. And if you want to talk to me on the phone ever, that can be arranged too. We can have a grandma talk. If you know, you know. Call Auntie Geri anytime you want to. I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We had a blast. Cheers. Pleasant dreams and angels on your pillow. Toodles.